Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial for green eyes. This is another video to my colored eye series. So my last colored eye video was for blue eyes, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll leave it in a card somewhere here and a link in the description down below. But for today's video, we will be focusing on green eyes, and I'm so obsessed with these contacts. I prefer the green contacts more than the blue contacts. What do you guys think? I just feel like the green contacts really brings out the yellow tones in my skin, and I don't know, I just feel like it looks a little bit more natural in a sense. But I really love how this makeup look turned out. I love the pop of green in my waterline, the red and orange tones. I also realized that my contacts are a dark shade of green, but I do think this makeup look will look good on a lighter shade of green as well. It will look good on any eye color honestly, but specifically for this video, I am just teaching you color combination on what shades will make your specific eye color pop out. You don't have to have green eyes to wear this makeup look obviously, but on the color wheel, red and green are opposite. That way they are going to complement each other. That's why I worked with red shades on my eyes today. So yeah, I want to keep this intro short and sweet. I don't want to drag it on for too long. So in saying that, if you guys are interested in seeing this tutorial for green eyes, then just continue watching. Okay, so let's get started with this tutorial. I already have my contacts in. I will link them down below. I'm just unsure of the actual brand, but I did get it off Eye Candy. But again, I will leave it in the description box just in case you guys want to purchase as well. So first we're gonna start off with our base. I'm gonna go in with the Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs and a rose water, and I'm just gonna spray this all over my face just to prep my skin. For foundation today, I'll be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I am in the shade Golden Beige. I really do like this foundation. I feel like that it's, you know, a really good drugstore option. And then also the coverage is really nice, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin is what I like most about it. It doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't look heavy either. And then just using my Real Techniques makeup sponge, I'm gonna pounce this into my skin, and also making sure to bring it down to my neck as well. Then I will be going in with my Colourpop No Filter Concealers. I am taking the shade Medium 30 under my eyes, and then the shade Golden 40 on my blemishes. I know Colourpop came out with new shades, and these shades, the shade name might be different now, so just be aware that I am using the old shade names, not the new shade names. And I'm really amazed that they actually came up with more shades and expanded. Like their shade range, I feel like it was pretty good, but it's good that they are expanding because we could use a lot more shades for lighter and darker skin tones. I feel like, you know, with the whole Tarte Shape Tape foundation, that was like a whole drama. I'm just gonna blend out the concealer on my chin first, and then on the sides of my head where my blemishes are. And then lastly under my eyes. And the reason why I do this, I actually learned it from Jackie Aina. So she always blends out her concealer last. That way the concealer has a bit of time to really like sit into your skin, and it's gonna give you like more coverage. And I'm just gonna take whatever's on my sponge and just bring it onto my lids, acting as a primer for our eyeshadow later. These contacts make me look like a doll. Do they? I feel like they make my eyes look so much bigger. I kind of love it. Okay, and then to set my under eyes, I'm going to use the RCMA No Color Powder. Just taking a little bit on my sponge and just dab one under and one under here, and that is all I do for my baking. I just feel like more recently my under eyes have been so dry that I can't bake under there. Like it's gonna look way too dry. Like it already looks dry enough, but you know, I have to set it or I am going to crease because I do have a lot of fine lines under my eyes. So that is just like all I do to just prevent the creasing. And then I'll take the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat. I'm in the shade Soft Beige, using my e.l.f. foundation blurring brush, and I'm gonna use this to set the rest of my face. Okay, so I am done for my base for now. I am gonna go off camera and do my brows, and then we will come back and start on the eyes. Okay, so my brows are on. Let's get started with the eyeshadow. I am going into my Juvia's Place Nubian palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade right over here on my Colourpop tapered blending brush. And this is going to be our transition shade. And I'm going to put this straight into my crease using circular and wiping motion, just going back and forth, really building up that transition. So for this eye look, to make green eyes really pop, I went back to the color wheel, and if you look at the color wheel, across it is red and oranges. So I am working with red and oranges today. I actually saw this photo of Kathleen Lights. She has green eyes, and she did this eye look. She was playing with like browns, oranges, and reds, and I just feel like that eye look made her green eyes pop out so much. So that's why I wanted to do this eye look. Okay, so for the next shade, we are going into the Colourpop Double Entendre palette using this shade over here. This one is called Hard. I'm gonna use it on my Morphe M573. This shade is like a really burnt burgundy red. This is the kind of shade that we want to start using, you know, still keeping it very warm, but I want to slowly move into the reds. I'm just going to place this all over my lid, first just stamping it onto my actual lid space and then blending it up towards the transition. And anytime I do this, I will always go back in with the previous brush that I used with the previous transition shade and just further blend any harsh lines and to really bring back that transition shade, because sometimes when you place color on, it can kind of get like washed away from the color that you just placed on top. And I will always just take a clean blending brush and just go over everything, you know, just to further blend, because blending never hurt nobody. Going back into the Juvia's Place Nubian palette, taking this shade over here. This is like a beautiful metallic burnt red. I'm using my Vanity Planet concealer brush, and I'm just gonna place this just kind of all over my lid space. Now I'm just gonna take this little Colourpop brush. I think it's their small shader brush. I'm just going to spray it and take that same shade and use it wet. Just go directly on top. And the way I like to dust off any fallout is just take a fan brush and ba-bam! No more fallout. Okay, so for my lower lash line, I'm actually gonna go into my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm gonna take a mixture of this shade here and then the one right below it on my Sigma E55. So I just want something a little bit more brighter, not as dark and muted. So I'm just going to take the brush and put the tip of the brush right underneath my lash line. So I want to keep that waterline blank because we are going to place an eyeliner in there after. And I'm just connecting it to the eyeshadow on top, so that way everything just seamlessly blends together. Moving back to my Nubian palette, I'm just going to take this warm chocolate brown on my Maker Collective number 5 brush. With this shade, I'm really going to press it right underneath my waterline. So now I want to give myself a wing liner. I'm just going to use my Inglot gel liner as always. Okay, so I just did my wing liner off camera because I can never do it on camera. It's seriously so hard, guys. But now we're gonna fill in our waterline that we kept blank. So I recently just got the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Teaspoon, and it's kind of like a really green, like a jade green. It's so pretty, and I think that will look really nice on the lower lash line. So let's see how that looks. What do you guys think? So this is a no waterline, this is the green waterline. Ooh, I love it. Okay, I'm really loving that green liner. I think it just makes my green contacts pop out so much more. But now I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm using the Too Faced Bronze and Poreless bronzer, and I'm gonna use my Vanity Planet Kabuki brush. I'll just apply this into the hollows of my cheeks. Of course, for blush, I'll be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in the shade Mellow Wine. Honestly, it's my all-time favorite blush. The packaging is like almost broken, but I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush to apply this. Just right onto the apples on my cheeks and blending it back into my bronzer. And now we move on to highlight. I'm going to take this shade here called On the Loose from the Colourpop In-Nude-Endo palette. I really want like a light champagne gold to highlight my face, and this one has a very strong golden base. I'm going to apply this down the bridge of my nose and then on my chin. Using my Vanity Planet rounded liner brush, I'm going to take the same highlight shade and use this to highlight my brow bone. I'm placing the highlight right at the arch of my brow and then also the inner corners of my eye. I'm gonna go quite heavy with the inner corner highlight. I'm also going to contour my nose with the Anastasia contour powder in the shade Fawn on my Colourpop shader brush. Just going down the sides of my nose, nothing too crazy. And then just take my sponge and just blend that out. Okay, so I'm just going to curl my lashes to prep them for false lashes. And the mascara that I'll be using today is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So now we move on to lip color. I have 4 here. I have 4 options. I don't really know which one I want to use. They're all from Colourpop, so let's see. That's too dull. I feel like that's too nude. I want it a little bit bright. Let's see. This one or this one? Is that too pinky? Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. So this is the completed look for green eyes. For lashes, I am wearing the Badescu Lights from House of Lashes. And that, guys, is going to wrap up my tutorial for today. I hope you guys learned something new and it was enjoyable to watch as well. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up for me. I would seriously appreciate it so much if you did. And also leave a comment down below as well. What do you guys think of the makeup look? What eye color do you want me to do next? I'm thinking about doing gray contacts next. That was requested in the last video, so maybe I will do that one. But either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But yeah, that is everything for this tutorial today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!